How many of you know what junior hockey is? Not too many. Well, I've played junior hockey for 3 years, and not a day goes by where I regret any of it, because it was the best 3 years of my life. And I'm here today to hopefully convince you that juniors is the best path to take if you have a dream of being a college athlete, and why I believe that more sports other than hockey should have the option to play juniors. I'm going to do this by sharing a personal story with you, by providing you with facts and quotes about why the juniors actually help so much, and how many kids go on to play Division I hockey because of juniors, and how many kids could go on to play Division I sports because of juniors in other sports. So my first point, I'm going to go a little off script and tell you guys a personal story. So I started playing juniors right after high school, my senior year, and once I graduated, I actually didn't know what I was going to do, didn't know where I was going to play. I just was kind of freeballing it and going with the flow, and got drafted by a team, thankfully. And you know, everyone goes through adversity, and my adversity hit about halfway through my first year. I got traded down to Amarillo, Texas, which was a bit of a scenic change and a cultural change, but you know, I adapted and battled through adversity, and I was actually that close not going down there, and decided to go down there, and it ended up being the best thing that happened to me. And I ended up going down there, committed to play at a Division I college, which was Colgate University. And yeah, it was kind of crazy, to be honest, but it was definitely worth it, and I would not change it, not change going to Texas at all. Because, all right, well, enough of the personal story. I'll move on to I'm going to provide you with some facts and quotes about what makes juniors so special and why it's so special. This is actually a quote from one of my coaches. He was a pretty well-respected guy. He played at Mankato State University, college hockey, and then went overseas and played in Europe professionally. And his quote was, "Juniors was the best thing that ever happened in my life. I met so many good guys and amazing players, and I would not change it for the world." And his name is Austin Sutter, and he's a very well-respected guy. And another quote is from Patrick Kane, who played at the USA National Development Team. His quote was, "Met so many guys that I still have relationships with today, and I'm friends with their family and their friends, and the amount of people that I've come to know over the last couple of years has been outstanding." So some facts about junior hockey. According to the USHL website, United States Hockey League, 95% of the league, so 95% of the players in the league are committed to play Division I hockey, and the league ranges anywhere from 16 years old to 21 years old. And according to the NAL website, the North American Hockey League, about 60 to 65% of their players are committed to play Division I, and almost 95% of the entire league is committed to play college hockey, Division III and Division I. The USHL is a unique league because you can have 4 age-outs on your team, which an age-out is your birth year. So let's just say the age-out birth year is 1999, which was actually my birth year this year. You can only have 4 1999s on your team, and you can have however many else you want on your team, like other ages. And which is kind of special because I made really good friends this year with 16-year-olds and 17-year-olds, and I'm 21, so it was a little different, but it's just incredible. My final point is how many kids play Division I hockey because of juniors, and how many kids I think could play Division I sports if it was in other sports. And I believe if it was in football, so let's just say football for example, if you have a kid who has, his ceiling is super high and he has all the potential in the world, but he doesn't have many looks, many offers right out of high school, and he has to call his career short because of that. And that's where juniors comes into play, and say he goes, plays juniors for a couple of years and just develops and becomes a great athlete and someone who can for sure play a Division I sport. And that's what juniors does, is it just develops you to get ready for college. And I think if that were in football per se, that would make all the difference in the world. And say basketball, you got a kid who is 6 feet come out of high school and he goes to juniors and plays for 2 or 3 years, and he grows 6 inches in those 2 years, and then he's going in as a 6'6" freshman 2 years after he graduates. That also makes all the difference in the world. And it's just, I think juniors gives you the opportunity that nothing else really gives you coming out of high school. Like you go, you play the sport you love, and you don't have to do school until you're 21 like me, and you just kind of do what you love for nothing, and it's awesome. And so yeah, just kind of wrapping up right now. I believe that juniors is one of the best things out there for development and for friendships and for just all the people you come across and meet and stay in touch with over the years. And yeah, I hope you guys take notice and push for juniors to be in other sports, because I think it'll give kids the opportunity that they don't think they have, or they never thought they would have. So, thanks.